Thanks for watching Keeping It Real Sports.
Yes, sir. Rocky Yassin, keeping it real sports.
Appreciate you, brother. All right, man.
Hey, Taylor Rapp here from the LA Rams. Shout out to Steve Taylor, the real sports guy, and the honorary Ram. When Steve's talks sports, you better listen. Thanks, Steve, from the Rams, for your continued support and love.
With Prince Bell, we rocking with Keeping It Real Sports, and we gonna be on this. We gonna be on a lot of times. I love the platform. Check in. It's the new wave. Like, follow, subscribe, and do all that good stuff.
Come on. I told you I got you. Wanna talk about the game, he can talk about it. Tennis, match, golf, he can talk about it. Don't matter what it is, he can talk about it. Any sport dude, he know about it. Save your boy bum, don't doubt it. If he tell you that it is what it is, the real sports guy in the sand. Talk show game in the bag, man. Rep, gon' have to throw the flag, man. Steve Taylor, and it's over. OVA, game over, they don't play. From the fourth quarter to the ninth inning, NASCAR wheels keep spinning. To the 18th hole, he's still in control. Guy on the go. Coach never missing the play, cause he know the deal. This keeping it real. Sports. Come on. Keeping it real. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, yes, it is the Thursday edition of Keeping It Real Sports. I am your boy, the real sports guy, Steve Taylor, and I am so glad that you could join me for this one. Boy, it's called Kelvin Ransey Thursday. We're going to bring him in, and we're going to talk all Ohio State. We're going to look back at some of the key plays in the Ohio State-Michigan game because he knows a little bit of football, too. And we're going to break down the state of Ohio State basketball hoops, what they look like, and what can we expect. We're going to look at NFL, and we're going to look at college football as a whole. I got a huge show for you planned today. I'm not going to even waste any time. I'm going to tell you what's hot off the press. Well, I tell you what's hot off the press is my first guest today. I want to tell you he's an Ohio Basketball Hall of Famer. He is an NBA All-Rookie team member. He's the fourth leading scorer in Ohio State basketball history. Man, and he's a friend of the show, man, and I'm proud to say that, man. Kelvin Ransey, how you doing, my friend?
What's up, my man, Steve? How you doing, man?
Man, just keeping it real like we always do, man. Man,
I hear you.
Enjoying the football, the sports landscape as a whole right now. A little disappointing from the way things played out last Saturday. But
Yes,
look,
sir.
you and I have kind of been chatting, man. Hey, man, give me your first thoughts over on what happened that transpired last Saturday in Ann Arbor.
Well, I think Ryan Day said the right thing at the beginning. He said the team that can stay away from turnovers and stay away from penalties would be the team that won. And Michigan played almost a perfect game, Steve. They only had 3 turnovers, and they were more creative than Ryan Day, which seems to be an ongoing story. Ryan Day is so predictable in his offense, whereas Michigan, they came to win. Playing on fourth downs, going forward on fourth downs, they played a great game. You got to admit it.
Man, you got it. You have to admit it. What I like to do, Kelvin, with you is go inside of a couple of the big plays of the game that kind of changed the game, because every football game is decided by 2 or 3 plays.
Yes,
These are the 2 plays that are most talked about, the Marvin Harrison interception. And so I've heard journalists talk about the interception, And I've seen people highlight it, and I kept saying all along, you saw on social media, I kept saying, hold up on Kyle McCord, man. It's not his fault, man. I mean, let me look at the all 22 and kind of look at this thing. And when I looked at the all 22, Kelvin, what I saw was a team that scouted Ohio State well.
Yes.
Okay, I played cornerback. So when I played cornerback, and I know I got safety help, I know there's a certain way that I can play when I got help. And that's exactly what the Michigan kid did. You know, he set the route, and he ran the route for Marvin Harrison. What was disappointing to me was Marvin didn't fight for the football. And, you know, because Ohio State tries to get rhythm early on, and Michigan knew that. Michigan was trying to take away that rhythm, okay? By them, that being the first play of the game or one of the early plays of the game, Marvin ran a real lazy route.
He really did.
It was an extremely lazy route. And I'm going to show you this, man, illustrated best by, of all people, Joel Klatt. Man, take a look at this.
A touchdown inside the 10-yard line. So here's Will Johnson. He's locked on Marvin Harrison. Look at the inside leverage he plays with. So Harrison's trying to run this inside breaking route, but because there's a safety over the top, Will Johnson can squat on this route and even play heavy inside, in particular because Harrison is telegraphing his route a little bit, and now all he's got to do is beat him to the spot. Now, I would expect a little bit more fight from Marvin Harrison Jr. right there because Will Johnson beats him to the spot and he intercepts the ball. That is a massive play, a turnover. And then he gets the ball down inside the 10-yard line, deep red area. Michigan's able to score. That is a massive play and a great job by Will Johnson. And what they would have seen on film is that Will Johnson has 6 interceptions in his career. 4 of them are inside breaking routes.
That's great.
You get what I'm saying, man? Kelvin, this is why I kept saying, hold up, guys, hold up on Kyle McCord. That wasn't Kyle's fault. That wasn't Kyle's fault.
Right. It kind of reminds me, Steve, of that play that Seattle played in the Super Bowl. If you remember that play.
Yes.
Man, I mean, the cornerback just flat out read the play. And when that happens, the advantage is to the defense. So, again, you are absolutely right. Marvin Harrison ran a lazy route. That guy just made a great play. And I tell you what, Steve, that wasn't the kill-off play because it's early in the game.
It's still early in the game.
Early in the game. So, I mean, the only thing that is center. Yes.
It was the tone center. Now, Ohio State came back. They got the field goal. And I didn't like the play calls leading up into that, but at least you got something on the board, so at least you feel good about yourself. So in Michigan's second drive, they go for it. They pick up a couple of 4th downs, a couple of shot plays that they had. So now they're in position on a big 3rd down play, the touchdown to Roman Wilson. Now, what I want you to watch is the safety and how close this thing, and it's not the interception that you think that I'm talking about with Denzel Burke, which we'll talk about in a second. But I'm talking about the safety, Harrison. You know, had he, and it's been quoted, McCarthy has been quoted saying that he saw Harrison's head turn. And I call BS on that one because he just couldn't. I think it was just a heck of a throw, maybe a little bit of luck into it. But take a look at this one.
I know which one.
Roman Wilson over the middle. Now, Ohio State's in man coverage, but what they do with the second safety, Malik Hartford, is that they drop him into a robber technique. So his eyes are going to be all over McCartney. Here comes Roman Wilson in motion, and he's going to have this little over route, kind of a seam route to the opposite side. Now, McCarthy looks to his right, doesn't like it, so now he comes back to Roman Wilson. When he decides to throw the ball, Hartford's eyes are actually still on him, but right when he releases, Hartford moves his eyes to Roman Wilson. And that's the reason that the ball is able to creep through this tight window. Look at that tight window. If Hartford's eyes stay on McCarthy, for another beat, he picks that ball off, but it didn't. And the ball is a laser beam right between the 2 defenders. It's a beautiful throw. It's a catch. Roman Wilson takes.
Now, that just goes to show you how tight that window was that he threw that ball into, Kelvin. But
Steve,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. That was a lucky pass, man. Steve, that was that thing was laser on the money, and he was running to the right. That was luck. I don't care what nobody said. He couldn't make that pass. He probably make it 1 out of 10 times.
Right. So on the other end of that was the fight for the ball that's going into the end zone, to where, as if it would have been called an interception on the field, it would have probably stood up as an interception. You know, this being the play right here. That's the back end of that play that we looked at it from the all 22 angle, man. But that's why I like to look, and I covet the all 22. And this is why I don't get into debates with guys that's never looked at all 22 and don't know what the heck they're looking at. Exactly. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah. I watched that play, and Steve, he did not have control of that ball when he came over that line. And the main thing, okay, when you come over the line, as soon as you're supposed to be over the line, it's a touchdown. Right. When you saw that ball was coming up on his shoulder when he crossed the line, so he never had complete control of it. By the time they both crossed over, he snatched that ball out of his hands. It's a close call. I mean, in being in Michigan, you expected that. I mean, they weren't going to turn that over.
Well, exactly. They wasn't going to turn it over. I mean, I get all of that, but man, but again, going back to that window, man. Let's just take a look at the window once again, man. How tight that window was, man. You know, again, you know, I mean, it's, you know. Buckeyes had him defense exactly the way they should have. You know, but McCarthy tried to look him off, but see what the defense pushes him up into the pocket, so he really couldn't step into it like he wanted to. Again, a lot of luck, a lot of luck factor, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But you see, the middle defender's looking dead at him. You know, that's
Steve. You can't plan that. How do you plan a guy looking at the exact time away from the quarterback when the ball is coming? You can't plan that. That's just fortunate for them. They were lucky.
Yeah.
That's all. And I don't know if you have the one play where he was running to the right and then threw back to the left. And the guy stretched out.
Yeah.
That's another lucky pass. I mean, so they had luck on their side. You know, I thought the Buckeyes played a good game, to be true.
I did, you know, look, I just didn't think that our coach gave him enough chances to win the game. I thought he played not to lose instead of playing to win.
Exactly.
And that's the difference in the game. I mean, those guys, man, you know, they made the plays, we didn't, you know, and so it kind of turned out that way, man. Hey, man, let's look at college football. Let's talk a little bit more college football. Man, congratulations to the hometown guys, man, the Toledo Rockets, man. Our MAC Coach of the Year, man, Coach Jason Candle, man. The quarterback, DeQuan Finn, and the offensive player of the year, Penny Boone. Man, we'll be cheering loud and hard for you guys tomorrow as you, man, compete for another Mid-American Conference Championship. So hats off to the Toledo Rockets.
Yeah, shouts out to the Rockets, man. They've been awesome this year, and I haven't got a chance to see but one game, I think. But man, they are good, man, and they play hard and they play smart, and they got what they need to win, man.
Yeah, they do. You know, Candle, man, has those guys, man, loaded up playing good football, man. Look, if the playoffs format for next year were in play this year, this is what it would look like.
Wow.
The Ohio State Buckeyes would draw Ole Miss with the chance to have to go play Washington. Wow. And I would like their chances.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would like our chances.
Yeah.
And
So
the way it's set up now, Steve, and I don't know, maybe you can help me out on this. Anytime Ohio State loses, they drop them like 3 and 4 every time. And and I can see if they had got blown out, but they actually had a chance to win that game.
exactly,
So
man, in a one possession game. So, Kelvin, I do a top 10, but since we've got the playoffs, I've lowered it to 6. I call it the Super 6.
Mm-hmm.
This is how my Super 6 would look after last weekend, going into championship Saturday.
Okay.
Number 6, Florida State Seminoles.
Okay.
And I've been on Florida State all year. My main reason is why your main win is a LSU team who's lost 3 games, maybe 4 games. They can lose again. It'll be 4 losses, man.
Right.
That was your top win on the season.
Right.
Now your quarterback is out. I really don't really. I mean, the games that you should have won, you didn't. And Clemson had you. They let you off the hook.
Right.
Number 5, the Buckeyes of Ohio State is where I would have them fall at number 5.
Yes, sir.
At number 4, the Oregon Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, the Washington Huskies, and they play said for Oregon Ducks tomorrow in the Pac-12 championship game.
Exactly.
Okay. Number 2, the Michigan Wolverines, and number 1, I would have the Georgia Bulldogs.
I like that list, Steve. That sounds right to me, brother. Yeah, because Ohio State, man, not only are they a great team, but they're a great draw. So you can talk about them all you want to.
We're gonna sell our tickets, and we'll sell your tickets. That's kind of how that works, man.
It's kind of like Muhammad Ali. Everybody would come to see him because they wanted to see him get beat. But he was so smart. He said, "Well, y'all come on, I'm gonna get the money, man." So they love to hate Ohio State, but they love to watch them, Steve.
Right. And look, and my games tomorrow, man. The Pac-12 championship tomorrow. Oregon and Washington. Everybody's leaning toward Oregon. That's exactly why I'm going to take Washington in that one tomorrow. Because the vast majority, man, is going for Oregon.
Okay.
And then the ACC tournament, Louisville to win. They will beat Florida State.
Okay.
But I'll take chalk in the rest of them.
Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna go with Oregon State, Steve.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Nick's been playing real well, and Washington.
Yeah, he's completing 80% of his passes, and I get all of that. But where is their quality win?
Well, I think they're gonna get one because here's the thing about Washington. Washington has been playing up and down too. They haven't been. You don't know which Washington team gonna show up.
They just win, Kelvin. They got 3 NFL wide receivers, man.
I understand.
And they got a quarterback that he gets it. He gets it.
Yeah. Again, my thought is which team, because I've seen them play bad, just like all other teams. So which team is going to show up?
Right. I got you.
Which team is going to show up? Because if that Washington team shows up that he's on point, they're going to be hard to beat.
It's going to be a tough one. I can't wait till tomorrow we take a look at that. We got you in here, man. Now, did you get a chance to check out, man, the Buckeyes, the young Buckeyes, Chris Holtman and company, man? Are they a contender or a pretender this year, man? Give us hope for the Buckeye, man, basketball program this year.
Well, Steve, let me tell you, I did watch them, and I think that was my second game watching them. And what I see from them that's so much different is they have athletic guys, which you need in basketball now. You don't just need guys who can shoot it. You need guys with length. You need guys that's athletic. And now I see that with the Buckeyes, and that's a good thing. And they got shooters. So they look good, Steve.
Yeah, they go to the transfer portal. They get a Jamison Battle. He comes over from Minnesota, gets to play Minnesota in his first conference game, man, on Sunday. We'll be definitely tuned into that. But, man, Evan Mahaffey is one of those 3-and-D guys that you were talking about with the length on the outside.
Yes,
To really
yes.
get after it, man, and make plays, man. He's a playmaker. But the guy that shoots it, man, like nobody else is Dale Bonner, man, the transfer guard from Baylor. Oh my goodness, he's gonna defend your best guard, and then he's gonna, man, shoot the basketball and bring it up against the pressure, man. You gotta love what you see out of these young Buckeyes.
I really do. I really do. And let me tell you something about that Thornton, man. Thornton is a beast. This guy is big. He's strong. He can shoot it. He's better than I thought he was, Steve. I didn't know he was that good. I knew he was good last year, but this year he done stepped up. Man. This guy's good.
Yeah, and Roddy Dottie definitely came to party, and I'm telling you, man, he is the real deal, man. I love Roddy Gale, man. Roddy Gale is one of those guys, man, that he's a wild card. You just don't know.
Yes.
Don't know.
He's so athletic, and you know, I love his aggressiveness. And I'm gonna tell you something too about Battle. I watched him last night. He missed a couple of shots, but it didn't stop him from shooting. That's what I'm always looking at, Steve. If you miss a couple, will it take your confidence? But this boy is good.
But he hits. Every shot looks good.
Every shot looks good. Yeah.
You gotta like that. I like what I see about the young Buckeyes. We'll be definitely keeping our eye on that, man. Hey, man, let's talk a little bit of NBA with you, man. All right, I got to ask you, man. Let's start with the Lakers, man. I mean, what in God's green earth is going on with the Los Angeles Lakers, man? I mean, are you cool with the amount of minutes that LeBron James is logging, man?
No, I'm not.
At the leading role that he's playing this year? Not
at all. Not at all. I don't think that's going to turn out well for them down the stretch. The guy is playing great. He's a freak of nature, you know, to be doing what he's doing at the age that he is. But I don't care how of a freak of nature you have. It's going to catch up with you at some point. So they've got to lower his minutes. And I'm telling you, the big problem with the Lakers is Anthony Davis. He's that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You don't know which one's gonna show up. When he's aggressive, they are different teams.
Oh yeah,
but he's not always aggressive, Steve.
We've labeled him on this show half man, half a season.
You're right. You are so right, man. Because you just don't know what this guy's going to do.
Man, okay, I know you had a lot to say about this guy, man.
Oh, Lord. You would bring up him.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Draymond Green, man. To me, now this is just my personal opinion. I think he has he got an anger problem. He really does, and I think he's a good guy. Because when he's not playing, he seems very smart, very intelligent. But something clicks in that kid when he gets mad, and he just throws cards. He don't care about nothing. He don't care about nobody or nothing. And let me say this too, Steve.
Remember the guy down in City Park that used to do that? Like he'd be the nice guy, but one bad call and he's that guy.
Yeah, he's
that guy.
He is, Steve. And watch this, Steve. Nobody else in the NBA can do what he do and not get a technical right away. He hollers at them refs in their face, and they take it 2 or 3 times. I seen a guy the other day. I don't know who it was. He just threw his hands up. He got a tech. I said, man, this is not right, man. It's really sick to me.
Man, hey, let me ask you, did you ever get a text?
I got a couple of texts, but they weren't warranted. Man, I rarely said anything. If I said something, I'll give you this story. I was playing in the game, and I shot a ball from the foul line, and the guy hit me on the arm. And I shot an air ball. And so I'm looking at the ref. I said, you didn't see that? boom, he hit me with a tech. And so after he hit me with a tech, I walked over to him. I said, man, when was the last time you seen me shoot an air ball from the foul line? And he looked at me, he said, you know what, Kelvin, you're right. He came down and gave me the next call. He said, we straight? I said, we straight.
That's how it works, man. Hey, look, what name has been the Boston Celtics, man? Hey, man, what do you like their chances, man? Size them up in the East.
I like the Celtics. I like them a lot, man. They're very versatile. I'm still looking at Drew Holiday. He doesn't seem exactly comfortable yet, but because especially offensively, not defensively, this kid is something. He's got the Joel Embiid. He's gotten everybody, but he hasn't gotten offensively comfortable yet. But this team is dangerous, Steve. It's dangerous.
Well, what about these guys, man? They come down from 26 down, man, to run down the Blazers the other night. I mean, these guys, man, they're starting to kind of figure out when to dish the ball off to one another. But how serious do you take those guys in the East?
Well, here's my thing with Milwaukee. The key to that team is Middleton. They need Middleton healthy. Because when that guy is healthy, he played against Miami the other night. He hit some big shots. And I said, well, that's the Middleton that I'm used to seeing. But if they get that kid healthy, they're going to be something to deal with.
Man, hey, man, a young and up-and-coming team, man. My team of the week, man, the Orlando Magic, man. Man, Carroll and this young group, man, and those Wagner twins, my goodness, they got so much size, so much length. They can spread the ball. They can shoot it. Suggs are starting to come on. Man, that team is well put together. A bunch of young superstars that's putting together.
They are. The coach of that team is doing a great job. These kids play with confidence. They think they're going to win every time. They're young and they're athletic. They're going to be a problem. And but let me tell you, Steve, the guy I like watching the most right now, that is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, I love him.
Come on, Steve. I got a new name for him. I call him the Silent Assassin.
He is. Man, that kid, since he left the Clippers, like, I didn't know why they got rid of him in the first place.
I don't either.
But that kid he can score when he wants, how he wants, where he wants. And
And he don't say nothing. He don't talk to nobody. He don't say nothing.
Word.
He just dropped numbers on you, real quiet.
man. Hey, let me ask you real quick, man. Are you worried about the Suns yet, man? Man, Bradley Beal out 3 weeks, man. You know, are you worried about it yet, man?
I really am, because Bradley Beal has had an injury history. So I'm scared for him. Now Booker is starting to get injured a lot, and I'm not crazy about their bench. I don't think the bench is going to hold up in the long run. They may for some games, but not in the long run. I'm concerned about that.
And then, hey, man, I'd be remiss if I didn't get out of here without asking you about, man, Victor Wembanyama, man. I mean, like, this kid is just, unbelievable, man. You know, just a crazy talent, man. Your thoughts on Wemby?
Really is. He's a one of those that comes along once in a lifetime with his ball handling skills. Once he gets some weight on him, he's going to be definitely unstoppable. But I didn't think, to be truthful, I didn't think he'd do this good this early. But he's proven to me this kid is going to be a problem for many years.
Yeah, he is, man. Once we scrap this, man, SoCon, point guard experiment, man. I am a San Antonio Spurs fan.
I am too.
And here's why I'm a Spurs fan, man. You'll like this. When David Robinson was playing for the Naval Academy, that team up north had a team that was, man, running bushwhackers like on everybody.
Uh-huh.
And he took 4 dudes, man, off the street. They had a quadruple double against them.
Oh my goodness.
Put them out the tournament single-handedly.
Wow.
And I said, whatever team he go to will be my team. From that day, I've been a San Antonio Spurs fan. And that's the honest to goodness truth.
They've always been my favorite team because they play the game. They always play the game the right way. You know, the passing, the sharing the ball. That always, because that reminded me when I played for the Blazers. We had that same kind of offense, just passing, cutting, and everybody sharing. But I tell you, the team I'm really disappointed in, that's the Clippers. I'm disappointed in them.
Yeah, I meant to. Yeah, but what is going on there, man? I mean, you know, what gives?
Well, watch this thing. You got 4 guys who got to have the ball to be effective. Have you ever seen Kawhi cut yet? Have you seen George cut? They don't know how to cut. They don't know how to pass and move without the ball. They got to have the ball. So you got a problem.
See, Popovich did that to him. Popovich did that to him.
He did.
You know?
He did. He changed his whole offense for Kawhi and turned him into a one-on-one player if he would have just stayed with his offense. Kawhi would have learned how to cut like he did earlier in his career. Now, he don't even know how to cut. I've never seen him cut yet. So
hey, man, I just think, man, when it's all said and done, this is how I think it'll all play out. I just think that it'll be Denver against Milwaukee. And it depends on if Milwaukee has home court, whether they can win that thing, because winning out in that altitude is no fun at all, man. And right now they're undefeated at home. Now they're off and running already again.
Right.
You know.
So my thing with that is, of course, you got to look at health. If everybody can stay healthy, that's the main thing. Right. And the other thing is, can Denver's bench do what they did last year? And because in the playoffs, man, you need the help from the bench. Yeah. And you know, you got them young guys, and they have everybody coming at you. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting.
Yeah. So interesting is going to be tonight's affair, man. You know, I'm starting to see them warm up, man. The Dallas Cowboys, the Seattle Seahawks, man. My first question is, man, do you believe in Dak Prescott, man? Is this fugazi, man, or is this, man, fool's gold? What is this, man?
Steve, I do not believe in Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. From what I've seen over the years, Dak can only get you so far, and it's been proven. And the thing about Dak is, every time they lose big games, he come up with the same excuse every time. Well, we're going to get better. We're going to learn from this. But how long do you stay with a guy that only can get you so far? That's my take, Steve. I haven't.
So who you got in tonight's game?
With this game, Dallas and Seattle. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas. I think they'll get them. But again, which Dallas team is gonna show up? Which Dallas team gonna show up? I'm high on that.
That's the thing, man. Hey, man, I'm real high on Dallas tonight because they're playing at home, man. They're absolutely killing people at home. I expect it to be more of the same again tonight. I don't know what Mike McCarthy has done, but like it or not, we gotta admit there's something there, man. I mean, like, with what he's done, it's something there, man.
They have an awesome team, man. My favorite saying now, Steve, is which team shows up. These guys have tremendous talent on both sides of the field, but sometimes you see them guys like they don't want to be there, and I can't understand that, man. You know, great teams, they whoop bad teams badly. They don't just show up. They want to prove their dominance. But these teams now, man, some just show up sometimes. It's confusing to me.
Man, hey, man, I appreciate you stopping in, man. It's the Kelvin Ransey Thursday, man. He'll be popping in on Thursdays, man, breaking down all of the sports action, man. Make sure you check in. Make sure you you subscribe, man, to the Keeping It Real Sports Network. That's on Facebook. That's on YouTube, man. Make sure you you subscribe, and all of that good stuff, man. Hey, for Pastor Kelvin Ransey, I'm your boy, the Real Sports Guy. We'll see you next time on Saturday morning, man. Bring you much more of this stuff, man. Until then, I wish you love and peace. Chuck them deuces.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I told you I got you. Wanna talk about the game, he can talk about it. Tennis, match, golf, he can talk about it. Don't matter what it is, he can talk about it. Any sport dude, he know about it. Safe boy bum, don't doubt it. If he tell you that it is what it is. The real sports guy in the sand. Talk show game in the bag, man. Rep, gon' have to throw the flag, man. Steve Taylor, and it's over. OVA.